The word manipulate comes from two Latin words, manus meaning hand, and polare meaning to control. So, at its most basic level, manipulation means to control with one's hands. However, nowadays the term manipulate refers to the process by which one person exerts influence over another person, without their explicit permission or consent. It involves influencing someone else's behavior, thoughts, or emotions in a way that serves the manipulator's purpose. In this video we shall discuss the most commonly used types of psychological manipulation tactics. Guilt tripping is a very common type of manipulation tactic. Manipulators adept at guilt tripping often emphasize their own sacrifices, painting themselves as martyrs who have made significant compromises for the benefit of others. By constantly reminding the victim of these sacrifices, they create a sense of indebtedness and obligation, pressuring the victim to comply with their wishes. This emotional manipulation makes the victim feel guilty if they don't fulfill the manipulator's demands, even if those demands are unreasonable or against their own best interests. Another form of guilt tripping involves exploiting the victim's existing feelings of guilt. The manipulator may exaggerate or manipulate situations to make the victim believe they have done something wrong or hurtful, intentionally triggering their guilt. This manipulation tactic aims to evoke a strong emotional response from the victim, making them more likely to comply with the manipulator's requests in an attempt to alleviate their guilt. Fearmongering is a manipulative tactic that exploits people's fears and insecurities to gain control or influence over them. It involves deliberately instilling fear in others, often through threats of violence, punishment, or dire consequences, in order to coerce them into taking actions they wouldn't typically choose. Manipulators who employ fearmongering tactics capitalize on the primal instinct of self-preservation, understanding that fear can be a powerful motivator. By emphasizing potential dangers, playing on worst-case scenarios, or exaggerating risks, they create an atmosphere of anxiety and uncertainty. This heightened state of fear makes individuals more susceptible to manipulation and more likely to comply with the manipulator's demands, even if those demands go against their own wishes or values. Social withdrawal involves the manipulator purposefully distancing themselves from others and avoiding interactions. By doing so, they create a void or a feeling of loss within the social group, leading others to feel a sense of guilt or insecurity. This manipulation can make others more likely to comply with the manipulator's desires or seek their approval in an attempt to regain their attention or restore the relationship. Reverse psychology is a manipulation tactic employed by individuals to influence others by encouraging them to do the opposite of what the manipulator actually desires. It involves presenting a situation or suggestion in a way that leads the person to feel a sense of rebellion or defiance, ultimately pushing them towards the desired outcome. Manipulators who employ reverse psychology know that humans have a natural inclination to resist being told what to do. By pretending to advocate for the opposite of what they truly want, they create a psychological reaction in the person they are manipulating. This can trigger a desire to assert independence, make their own choices, or prove the manipulator wrong. The manipulator is attempting to make the person believe that they have agency in making a decision, while still indirectly influencing them towards the desired outcome. Playing the victim is a manipulative tactic where an individual portrays themselves as the innocent and wronged party, shifting blame onto others and avoiding taking responsibility for their actions. By positioning themselves as the victim, they manipulate others into believing that their actions were justified or understandable due to the perceived harm inflicted upon them. Manipulators who play the victim often fabricate or exaggerate victimhood to manipulate others for various reasons. They do so to gain sympathy, drum up support, justify their abusive behavior, or deflect accountability. By presenting themselves as the ones who have been wronged, they seek to evoke feelings of guilt, pity, or obligation in others, thereby influencing their behavior or decisions. Flattery is a powerful manipulation tactic that can easily sway individuals, as compliments are difficult for many people to resist. When someone we admire or trust offers flattering remarks, it can be tempting to believe in their sincerity and fall prey to their manipulative intentions. Compliments have a profound effect on our self-esteem and sense of worth. They make us feel valued, appreciated, and validated. While genuine compliments can uplift and motivate, flattery often has ulterior motives. Manipulators use flattery to create a false sense of trust, exploit vulnerabilities, or gain influence over someone's decisions. Gaslighting is an insidious and highly dangerous form of manipulation that seeks to undermine a person's perception, memories, and even their own sense of reality. This tactic is employed by abusers and manipulators with the intention of exerting control over their victims, effectively shaping their thoughts and behaviors to suit their own agenda. The term, gaslighting, originated from a play and subsequent movie titled Gaslight, in which a husband manipulates his wife into questioning her sanity by denying her experiences and making her doubt her reality. In a similar manner, gaslighters employ a range of techniques to sow seeds of confusion, self-doubt, and cognitive dissonance in their victims. Gaslighting often starts subtly, with the manipulator making small comments or actions that cause the victim to question themselves. Over time, the gaslighter intensifies their tactics, denying facts, distorting events, and discrediting the victim's truths. They twist the narrative, shift blame, or make the victim doubt their memory and perception of events. Manipulation can be an unsettling and confusing experience. That's why it's important to be aware of the tactics used and recognize them for what they are. If someone is trying to manipulate you, remember that you have every right to protect yourself by setting boundaries and pushing back against their tactics. Empower yourself by acknowledging your feelings, challenging negative thoughts, talking about it with someone you trust, and engaging in activities that bring you joy and improve your well-being. For more information about narcissists and narcissistic abuse, visit www.carlacorelli.com.